Hello everybody, I've got some good news. We've reached the 5-year anniversary of the Anti-Social Media YouTube channel. That's 5 years of bullshit. And I'm going to celebrate by giving you a monthly series called ASM Archives, where I simply look back at the highlights of this channel and pick a different one each month, give you a little bit of intro about it, show you the highlights, and if there's any updates, I'll give you those at the end. You know, things like the time where I made TJ Kirk, the amazing atheist, cry.
I'm done with you. Piss off. You're never going to get my attention again.
Or many of the takedowns of Sargon of Akkad, for example. They'll be coming up in the future. But today, for the first choice, it was made very easy by a topical news story that reminded me of something from the past that I made a video about. And that news story is the Donald Trump baby balloon that we all remember is going to be put into the Museum of London's collection of protest art very soon. And it reminded me of a video I made in December 2018 called The Funniest Conservative and Far-Right Cell Phones of 2018, where the Donald Trump baby balloon, the far right saw that and thought, oh, we can have our own back on these damn liberals, these left-wing bastards. Let's make our own balloon. And they made the most cringeworthy response to the Trump balloon in the form of the Sadiq Khan balloon. And in this video, I describe 13 separate owns, self-owns, not cell phones, but self-owns that the far right did in creating this Sadiq Khan balloon. Not just one embarrassment, but 13 in a row. So without further ado, let's get into the video. This is the Sadiq Khan balloon for December 2018.
3, 2, 1.
Anyway, this leads us to the #1 spot. And I'm very pleased to announce the winner is the Sadiq Khan balloon. Now, the reason why I've chosen the Sadiq Khan balloon as the first place self-own of 2018 is because it's actually 13 small self-owns that make up one big own. Right, let me explain. It turns out the Sadiq Khan balloon, which was a backlash against the Donald Trump balloon, which flew over London and various other cities in the world in the summer, it turns out it wasn't yet another conservative grift that leads nowhere. All the money gets given to a conservative and nothing happens, because they actually went and made one. But while the Trump balloon was a perfect example of satire, the Khan version is anything but. Please allow me to explain. The Trump balloon, a huge, orange, angry man baby gripping his phone for dear life, is a perfect summation of Trump. It's great satire and it's funny too. We knew well in advance about the Trump baby balloon design. It was all over the news, but the counter-protesters themselves took many weeks to crowdfund the Sadiq Khan balloon, and they flew it more than a month after Trump's visit. That's mini self-own #1. Time-wise, it doesn't make any sense. #2, it's not the design that was promised on the crowdfunder, which still says the balloon would be a baby mayor, just like the Trump balloon was a baby. The design makes no sense. It's just copying the Trump balloon with a few small changes. Did the organiser realise the flaw and change the design? Is that allowed? You've promised a baby balloon, but you delivered something completely different, something that makes no sense. #3. The design was changed to an adult version of Sadiq Khan, complete with chest hair and arm hair. And he's wearing a bikini too. But why? Why the fuck is he wearing a bikini? Does anybody know? Good jokes shouldn't need an explanation. That's why the Trump balloon works so well. However, the Khan balloon has to come with a fucking footnote for you to understand what's going on here. It's actually a reference to an advertisement Sadiq Khan banned on the London Underground. Do you remember the Beachbody Ready advert for weight loss supplements and the response that aren't all bodies Beachbody ready, because all you need to do is go down to the beach and you've got a beach body? It was argued that the advert promoted an unhealthy body image, and for both of those reasons it was banned. And that is why the inflatable Khan balloon is wearing a bikini. Yeah. Because of a decision he made over 2 years ago that we've all forgotten about. People were angered by the Trump balloon because it was petty. People like Piers Morgan, who cried and cried and cried about it. But isn't the Khan balloon even more petty? You need to explain to everybody who asks why he's wearing a bikini, because literally no one will get the reference otherwise. Unbelievable. But there's more. Here's another mini own for you. Sadiq Khan himself approved the flight of the Trump balloon. That angered people on the right and far right, saying that he would never have given permission for that balloon if it ridiculed Barack Obama, and yet he approved the flight of a balloon that ridicules himself, Sadiq Khan. Ah, God bless free speech, eh guys? Another own. Sadiq Khan, it turns out, was not even slightly owned by the balloon, when he said, if people want to spend their Saturday looking at me in a yellow bikini, they're welcome to do so. I don't really think yellow's my colour though. This has got to hurt so far for the far right and conservatives. But they continued. Why on earth did they give the Sadiq Khan balloon a Hulk Hogan pose? Can anyone explain that to me? Have you ever seen Sadiq Khan posing like this in real life? But it gets better and better and better. Only a handful of people turned up for the balloon launch. Compare that to the thousands of people who attended the anti-Trump march where the Trump balloon flew. The guy who's pointing at the balloon in the forefront here is the organiser and quote-unquote free speech advocate, Yanni Beret, who in a time-honoured tradition promoted the balloon, and it was immediately revealed he had written anti-Semitic tweets in the past. Imagine my shock. But don't worry guys, quote, speak out against the Jews at your peril, end quote, was simply taken out of context, says Yanni. Speak out against the Jews at your peril, you know who's in control when you're not allowed to speak about them. Hashtag Jews run the world, it says Yanni Beret. An older chap says, for a law student, this is an incredibly stupid thing to say. A, anti-Semitic. B, obviously wrong. C, you just waved a law career goodbye. To which he posts a smiley, laughing face in response. Also, please ignore the hook nose that they gave Sadiq Khan. A hook nose. Why? You know, there's absolutely no dog whistles with this balloon at all. I'm sure we'll all agree. I absolutely love how badly the event went. It was basically £60,000, which is about $90,000, pissed down the drain. The far right could cure depression if they put on events like this once a week. Please continue trying to own the libs. It was hilarious. But the thing is, Yanni Beret, the organiser of this event, doesn't even live in England or Britain. He posts a string of anti-Semitic tweets from Spain. He's not even a resident here. But to make it even better, the guy who crowdfunded this Sadiq Khan balloon quit his managerial job to own the libs. This article says, to coordinate the blimp plan, Mr. Beret quit his job in Barcelona where he was working as a sales development manager. He said, I was told I wasn't allowed the time off I needed to be able to make the balloon happen. So, he failed to trigger a single lib, and now he is completely unemployed. Wow. I tell you what guys, they come over here unemployed, looking for handouts, and then they make a balloon and everyone laughs at them. It's an absolute disgrace. Now, I mentioned Piers Morgan crying earlier about the Trump balloon. He posted this tweet when the balloon went past a statue of Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill has been reduced to this. Shame on everyone involved in this pathetic balloon stunt. Now, I don't know if you're aware, but Piers Morgan has got his tongue shoved so far up Trump's arse he can taste hairspray. And God bless the public who then sent Piers Morgan reply after reply after reply, photoshopping the Trump baby balloon in place of actual Donald Trump. So that's 13 owns in total related to the Sadiq Khan balloon. It's very rare that you get that much embarrassment from one event, but God bless the far right and conservatives. They can pull it out of the bag every single time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Yes, like I say, thank you very much for watching. This has been a very interesting and difficult last month for me, as some of you may know that I lost my job on January the 1st, 2021. What a great way to start the year. I lost my job in hospitality. It was inevitable, of course, being in that industry. And I want to just say a massive thank you to all the many people who left nice messages, nice tweets, nice comments under the YouTube video I made explaining this. And even more thank yous go to the many people who sent a few pence, a few pounds, a few dollars my way, and some very generous donations too. You ended up, basically what happened is you have enabled me to eat for the entirety of a month thanks to your donations. And when you consider the UK benefit system means that you don't get paid your first benefits, universal credit or job seekers allowance, for 5 or 6 weeks after you apply for those benefits, then your donations have been an absolute lifeline to me. So I am so very grateful for everyone who's given just any money at all. And I mean, if you're still feeling kind and you want to, if you've got a few extra pence to spare, then please, by all means, my PayPal link is below, or you can join my Patreon, where you will get a few extra goodies once in a while from me as well. There is a exclusive video coming up for the people on Patreon, hopefully within the next week. In fact, there's 4 videos I've got for them in the future. So if you want to be part of that, my Patreon link is below as well. But other than that, I just want to say another thank you to all the names that are flashing up on the screen right now. This is a non-profit YouTube channel. I've never made a penny out of it, but now you've literally helped me survive after 5 years of this channel. So yeah, that's it really. That's all I wanted to say for that. Please subscribe if you're brand new to this. Like this video, share it around on social media if you can, because this is a tiny channel with a tiny but very dedicated and lovely audience. And I'd love it if you want to be part of that audience yourself. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, until the next ASM archives, until the next video, which will be about Ben Shapiro, I'll see you soon. Goodbye.